Guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing something super different today. I'm actually trying on a wig. That's right, I have a wig on. It is a lace front wig, and this is from Uniwigs, a company. While I was researching where to get wigs from, like really good ones, I came across them and they sent me this, and I'm like in love. It's so beautiful, it's so luscious. I feel like a superstar. I feel like a superstar. Even though I'm not. Okay, anyways, there were a few reasons why I wanted to do this. One was because I was going to a party that was a themed party, and I was like, oh, I really want to have long, sleek black hair a la Cher in the 1970s. And then when I tried it on for that, I was kind of like, not really into this. But coincidentally, at the same time, I got 2 messages from 2 different women about hair loss, and they had specifically asked me what alternatives there were to even extensions that were more like instantaneous for hair growth. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, because extensions don't work and keratin fibers don't work. What is there? And one girl said that she was experiencing a lot of hair loss because of pregnancy hormones. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that. You just lose a lot of hair. And then another was from alopecia, which I remember when I used to work with brides doing hair and makeup, I came across so many women. I don't know if it was stress induced or what, but they had a lot of baldness, like in different patches and different parts of their actual hair. And so for them, you know, it was something that really, I think, took a toll on their confidence, especially on a big day like your wedding day. And the hardest thing was that if it was bald in certain spots, especially directly on the scalp, it was really hard to put extensions there because your extensions have to clip into something, right? So it has to clip in onto actual hair. So that presented a huge obstacle. And then 2, if it's more than just a little bit of baldness and the hair is very sparse, putting like even keratin fibers on it, it doesn't look real. So I wanna go through this step by step as to what I did. It wasn't that difficult at all. And that's about it. So if you guys want to know how I put on this wig, keep on watching. All right, so let's get straight into this. First off, I want to talk about the company. This is called Uniwigs, and this is where I got it from. So this is the box that the wig or lace front wig comes in. They do sell other things like hair pieces and extensions and whatnot. So if you're looking for that, this is a great option as well. So the box itself comes with pretty much everything you're gonna need if you're starting out with putting on a wig, which is what I definitely needed. So if you want to put on a actual cap, they have one of the caps, and these come in, it's basically like a big hairnet, and you can just put it on your head to make sure that everything is nice and flat to your scalp. So it comes in beige or like a nude color, and then it also comes in a black color if you want. I am actually going to just French braid my hair and then pin it to my head because I just want to do it my way, and if I were going to go out somewhere, I'd really want it to be a little bit more low maintenance. So I'm just going to see if I can do it in a way that is comfortable and easy for me. But again, anything and everything you need is in this kit. And I do have a promo code for this company, so if you're interested in purchasing your own wig, I'm going to list everything in the description box below. Now, what I'm going to do also is, depending on where I want to place the wig, that's where I'm going to part my hair, because what I realized is that when you part it just in one place, if you actually part it in the place that you want, like for instance, if I want to do a side part, if you part it to the side, it's gonna look more natural when your actual hair sits, is kind of in line with the parting of the wig itself. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But basically, I'm gonna do a side part just because I feel like that's what I would tend to kind of normally do. So I'm just gonna part my hair. And I'm doing like a rough braid. I'm not doing anything crazy. I know some people will do cornrows, or you know, they'll do something that's really going to help their hair stick to their scalp. But for me, because I want this to be something that's more temporary, I'm just gonna do what I'm comfortable with. And I just want to show that this is not as difficult as sometimes I think people perceive it to be. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. It can be difficult. It's actually intimidating, I think, putting on a wig, but I don't think it has to be. And I'm actually really excited to see how this turns out. So I'm just gonna do that. I haven't French braided my hair in such a long time. I think it was like high school the last time. I don't even know. This just takes me back to my high school cross country days. So cute. Not really. Okay. You know how like some people also look really good with their hair back? I am not one of those people. I just am not. I always need to have my hair like framing my face because I don't know. That's just me. I'm going to take a little elastic like this. These are great because again, they're not going to be fluffy or kind of peek out. Something like this would not work well because when you pin it on your head, it's going to kind of have a little ball there. Okay, and so now I'm gonna do this side too. One thing I am also going to do is I'm just gonna take out a few pieces of hair, and that's so that way when I actually put on the wig, this is just out and it kind of blends in a little bit more. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just take out a few pieces. You can do it before or after. All right, so now that I am done with this braid, you can see, again, it's a really rough braid. It's not anything fancy. I just, again, want it out of my face. Okay, so I did leave out, like I said, a few front strands because I just want it to look a little bit more natural when I actually put the wig on. Okay, now I'm just going to pin this to my head and I'm gonna just wrap it around and do that. Same thing on this side. And I just cut my hair, so I have like little stragglies here. Real cute of me, real cute. Now I have to show you guys the beautiful hair itself. This is the wig. It's so pretty. It actually came straight and I curled it a little bit just so I get that kind of nice wave because that's how I usually wear my hair. But I'm gonna go ahead and wave it again when it's on my head too. So the way the wig comes is it has two little clasps in the front and then in the back as well. And I like this because this really helps secure it. And that's why I like doing the braids too, because what I do is I just pull it under, especially for the under part. I'll show you. I take it under and then I push it under the braid so it feels really secure. Especially because I know some people will use like hair gel as almost like a glue to help secure the wig in place. But I'm not gonna do that again because I want this to be something more temporary that I wear out at night for an event. More like a day-to-day basis thing, not more, little less permanent. Okay, so here's another thing I did. So it comes with a lace front and I actually cut that part off already. So I did that already, so I cut the lace off. And then another thing is, depending on where you want the parting, you can part this whichever way you want. Again, to the side, the middle, all the way to the side, whatever you want. But what I would recommend doing, just to make it look a little bit more natural, I actually went in and I tweezed out the hairline just to make it look like, do you see how right now my hairline, you can obviously see the hairline and you can see like the scalp, it looks white right there. Whereas sometimes when you first put this on, it just looks too black and then it looks a little bit more artificial. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this baby on. And by the way, this is 100% Remy hair, so you can style it, you can do whatever you want to it, and it's just stunning. It's gorgeous and it's really heavy and thick, like in a good way. It's luscious. It's luscious, that's what it is. Put this gal on and I'm just gonna line it up with where I parted my natural hair. Okay. And before I secure it in, I'm just gonna make sure I have it where I want it, like lined up. Okay, looks about right. Okay, and now I'm gonna take these clips and I'm gonna put them under my hair. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then the one that I feel really good about when I do it is the back. Again, because the back is where I feel like my hair feels really, really secure. As you can see, what I was talking about is this is the hairline of the wig. And I went in and I just tweezed it out just to make it look a little bit more natural. I did that while it's on my head. And that just seemed to help me gauge how much I wanted cut off. And then you can see I put it just a little bit further back from my natural hairline. And I'm just incorporating little parts of that. And this is my actual hair and I'm just kind of keeping that out so it looks a little bit more natural. But there you go. That is it right now. It's bizarre because it definitely is like dark, and for me, I don't usually wear dark hair. But now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take my wand. This is just my, is it ISO Beauty? I'm not sure. But I'm just gonna take it and I'm going to run through with some waves because I feel like I normally wave my hair. That's how I wear it. So So I'm just gonna do that. And you can see, look at how fast it curls. And I can't even tell you guys how pretty this hair feels. Like, it feels like, imagine if you just did like a keratin treatment or something and your hair is just like amazingly soft and gorgeous. That's how it feels. I would even say that this is a great option if, not only if you're going to like a party and you want to like switch it up a little bit, but I love this if like you have really damaged hair and you want to let it rest a little bit. Like, you wash your hair, you put a leave-in conditioner in it and you pop this on. It's fantastic. You're styling your, you know, your wig instead of your actual hair, so you're not damaging it. And then you're also treating your hair underneath. So again, win-win. I am not used to seeing my hair this dark, because this is dark for me. But when I stand up and I'll show you guys the length, it's pretty impressive how long this is. I also like to grab it and then just kind of scrunch a little bit, and that kind of helps with the curl, especially the longer your hair is. That's like something I love to do, so it just doesn't get like straggly at the bottom. Now I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna just tease little portions to make it kind of how I want it. You can brush through the waves and you can see barely that, like, you know, there's like a little bit of brown peeping through. I don't mind that, because even though that's like a different color, to me it just makes it look a little bit more natural, because I don't know, it looks like more naturally highlights, I guess. Now I'm just gonna take some setting spray. I'm just gonna put it in my hands, and that's where I'm gonna kind of work around the flyaways and up at the hairline to make sure it looks nice and clean and natural. Then I'm gonna take my flat iron, I'm gonna directly put it on the hair, and that's just gonna help like flatten out any flyaways and just make it look really clean. All right, so this is it. Aside from it being a lot darker than my naturally highlighted hair and very long, I think it looks pretty damn natural. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'd love to hear your comments. I'm gonna push away so you guys can see what it looks like. And I'm actually gonna change my shirt too, just so that way you can see like with the color contrast, like how long it really is. So I'll be right back. So I am changed up out of my shirt, my darker shirt, because I want you guys to see how, you know, dark it really is. And I also want to give you a sense of the length, because this is it. It comes down like past my chest, almost to my belly button. It's so pretty. I love this. And honestly, aside from people knowing that I don't have this long hair, I don't know, I think I could rock this. I think anybody could rock this. It's really pretty. It's really easy to style, really easy to work with, and it's gorgeous. Like, if you were to feel this hair, it's super luscious. This is hair that I could only dream of. All right, so this was super new for me, guys. I hope you found this tutorial useful. It's surprising to me that I would ever even try on a wig, but I'm really glad I did, because I do think that this is stunningly gorgeous. Like, I would absolutely rock this for something, for an event somewhere, I don't know. But I would love to hear your thoughts. One, would you guys ever try on a wig? And two, do you think this looks good? Tell me, I wanna know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also, I'm going to list a promo code from Uniwigs in case you guys are interested in purchasing one for yourself. And yeah, also I'm going to list all the details for this specific wig, as far as like the weight and the length and the color and all that good stuff. So if you guys have any questions regarding this wig again, or anything at all, let me know. I feel like super fab in this. So I will see you guys next time. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and see you later.